Hi, good morning. This is Talk TV and it is Petrie here with you through until 4 o'clock, just to let you know, as it is Wednesday. Phil Dave will be here to go inside the newspapers for you. He's going to be out there with his post-it notes, making sure that everything is accurate. So we like that. Right. We're talking tech now. It's one of my favourite things to do, although I know the least about it. Burton Kelso joins me, I'm delighted to say, Chief Tech Expert at Integral in Kansas City. Good morning, Burton.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. It's lovely to see your little face this morning. It's very nice.
My little face, huh?
You don't want to pinch those cheeks. You don't want to do that with them. Now, Burton, when I first read this, I thought that iRobot was the film, but it's not. Amazon agrees to buy the Roomba. Now, what is a Roomba?
I love how you always, Petrie, I love how you always throw these movie references into our conversations. I love it. But no, iRobot is a Roomba. I had one with me, but I don't. But anyway, it's like an auto mower for your home. It goes around and it cleans up stuff. But Amazon has purchased Roomba because the technology in Roomba allows you to map homes, and Roombas have a camera on them so that they don't run over stuff. This includes the vacuum cleaner, and they have a mop as well. They have an auto mop. But the whole idea is for Amazon, to throw a movie reference, is to have them be like that scene in Minority Report with Tom Cruise when he walks into the mall, and based on his irises, it would throw up ads that were targeted specifically for him. And Amazon has a history of doing this because they've been buying up companies since 1998, and they've bought up at least 114 with this iRobot purchase. So that's their goal, is to be everyone so that they can have targeted advertising.
But
that's the goal.
I don't want somebody mapping. I want them mopping my home, but I don't want them mapping my home. Why would they want to map your home? I mean, that's too much information, isn't it, for a company like Amazon to hold?
It is. But based on the square footage of your home, then they can determine if maybe you're wealthy or maybe you're not wealthy.
Yeah. Well, they haven't figured on London prices, Burton.
Right.
I mean, you've got to be a millionaire just for a cupboard in London. So, to Amazon. Yeah.
I think that's more for the American market, because, over here...
Yeah, they're big houses. Mansion. Yeah, I know. Everybody has a mansion in America, I think.
Right.
That's true, isn't it? But that is an extraordinary thing that we are allowing Amazon to do, because if they're in our home, right, if the camera on the front of this Roomba, this vacuum cleaner, can see that you've got an old model washing machine, for example, then it would identify that and send you an advert for a new washing machine. That's the idea, is it?
That's part of the idea, yeah. They can see what items, or let's say theoretically, they could see what items you have in your home and what your preferences are, and of course use that to target ads. Now remember, this is theory.
Shocking.
But I mean, overall, if you think about the devices that Amazon's purchasing and creating, like your Alexa devices, your Blink camera system. I mean, it's all inclusive that has to deal with the home. So what better way to get the information of the people that you want to target for advertising than being directly in their home and on their devices? I
can just imagine the judgment. Oh, I don't like that sofa. I mean, I don't want that. I want people judging my home like that. So what you need is a new sofa, love, because that one's rubbish. I mean, awful.
I think it's more the ears that they want, for you to say, oh, I would like, or I sure wish I could, and then boom.
But don't they already do that? I mean, people always complain on their iPhone that if you're talking about, I don't know, something ridiculous, like Moomins, then the next day you get adverts for Moomins, that they were already listened to. This is already, the algorithms are already there to try and hear what we want and what we might talk about.
But think about this, Petrie, is that everyone's not going to have every Amazon device.
No,
so
I have none of them.
Make sure that they they want
None
their
of them.
bases covered. We have them all, so we're perfect. So think about it.
You're done for.
iRobot,
I mean,
if you've got an iRobot, then that's all they would need. It's not like they would have to have like an Alexa or a Ring doorbell. It's just all they need is one device.
wow.
To kind of monitor, to just better target you.
That is, I find that incredibly terrifying, and also I cannot believe, Burton, that you are dumb enough to have all of the Amazon products spying on you at home. What is wrong with you?
I like my carpets. I want my carpets and floor vacuumed. I don't care about that. I just know to put tape over my mouth when I'm around my devices. In fact, I've got an Alexa device right here. It's on mute, so they're hearing you. And next you're going to hear, Petra, you're going to hear ads targeted to you.
Yeah,
so that you
thanks.
go buy an Alexa device.
I'm going to get loads of Moomin stuff tomorrow, aren't I? I mean, that's what's going to happen. It's a very, very interesting thing to me, this, because my brother has all the Amazon stuff, and he's got a vacuum cleaner on each floor of it, you know, like he won't even carry it up the stairs. How lazy, how blooming lazy do we have to be? That is extraordinary.
Thanks a lot, because we have one on every floor too.
That's appalling, Burton. I mean, really. I do my own sweeping, I'll have you know. Listen, I think that, maybe people will be up for this. Maybe it just makes, if it's easier, if life's easier and you can get adverts and you think, oh, yeah, well, actually, I do need a new washing machine. I couldn't be bothered to think about that before. Then maybe they're onto something. Who knows? I prefer my own thoughts. That's the truth. Now, listen, this has got me confused. Right, the Commonwealth Games.
Mm-hmm. You didn't watch them?
No. So the Commonwealth Games 2022. Now, I'm not a sports fan or any of that stuff, but the e-sport championships. What's that got to do with what's game playing got to do with the Commonwealth Games?
Well, if you're a gamer, that means you too can earn a medal rather than having to spend 2 to 4 years getting your body in shape to compete. You can just work on your thumbs and get your controller out and play video games and compete for the gold. And that looks like that's not only the way the Commonwealth Games are going, but they took the idea from the Olympic Committee, because over in Japan, they had electronic games too during their trial run of, I guess, the Japan Games or whatever it was.
But they're not sports. I mean, it's not sport. I mean, it's not. I don't understand. So within a sporting environment where you've got all these top athletes, right, you're going to have, a nerd section or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, but think about it. It's about the advertising aspect. Video games are a billion-dollar industry. So now you have a new audience if you're including video games.
And will they be called athletes?
No.
Good.
Come on.
Nerdleets.
They're gonna be gamers. It's all gamers. That's it. There's no athletes to it.
And it will literally just be, part of they'll get a gold, silver, and bronze, and it'll be part of the whole thing.
Yeah, it looks like it's headed Olympic-wise. Isn't that crazy?
Bizarre. Utterly bizarre. Well, why don't they do, competition knitting?
That may be next.
That may be next.
Or quilting.
Competition crocheting. That's what we need. Then we can get all ages involved. It'll be brilliant.
That's right.
It'll be brilliant.
That's right.
Are all ages getting involved with OnlyFans? Asking for a friend, Burton. Just asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. I think all ages are getting involved. So, Petri, get this. So, all the technology that we enjoy on the internet is all driven by porn. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Driven by porn?
Yes.
Is it?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yes. Everything, even us. Somehow this Zoom, whatever, conversation, somebody thought it in their head, like, how can I get pornography quicker and easier on the internet? And so they came out with technology. So it only makes sense for the OnlyFans thing to work. And I mean, that's what drives the internet, is porn.
It's porn. And that's why all these new technologies are developed. I was going to say come up, but it just rang wrong in my head. So, but we've got people using OnlyFans as a second job. Now, I hear about OnlyFans and I joke about OnlyFans, but I'm not entirely sure what OnlyFans is. But is it a young... It's a platform where I'm trying to think about where young people strip.
It's not for young people. It's for any age.
Oh, good. So I can get a second job on OnlyFans.
Yes, you can get a second job too on OnlyFans. We're announcing it now on Talk TV.
And what would I have to do? I mean, what do they do on OnlyFans before I sign up?
Oh my gosh! What? The sky's the limit.
Oh,
anything.
No, I bet they're not. I bet they're not doing championship knitting.
No, they're not doing championship knitting. It's the teaser. The easy thing about OnlyFans is the teaser begins on your regular social media account.
Right.
Maybe you're bikini clad, or you're wearing a thong if you're a guy.
No one wants to see that, Burton. No one's going to pay to see that, that's for sure.
Right. But it's easy to do because people are posting on social media already. So it's an easy way to make income. But obviously the downside is even though it's on OnlyFans, what's on the internet stays on the internet. So who's not to say someone's going to record you doing whatever or take photos and then post that like on regular social media on the internet?
Yeah, I know.
So
I mean, that would definitely be the risk, wouldn't it? I mean, I know that there's even been quite sort of, well-known people in this country who've turned to OnlyFans. I don't know if it's the same in the US. You know, they may have hit hard times. And so they do OnlyFans stuff, a bit of stripping or whatever it is they're doing. Not paint stripping, actual clothing.
Right.
I could do some paint stripping. I'm good at that. But anything else. They earn. And how do they earn money out of it, though?
I see, and I'm not on OnlyFans, so I wouldn't know. But what it is, it's subscription based.
Right. Oh, I see.
It's a subscription, and you get some of the proceeds to pay your rent or do whatever you want to do.
So it's not like the fans send you money.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, so
that's why it's OnlyFans.
So it's subscription, and then your fans send you cash for doing what it is you're doing.
Or I won't say electronic currency, but it ain't cash. It's the equivalent of cash.
Oh.
Like credit cards and all that stuff.
Oh, or I might say I need a new Roomba. Can somebody send me a Roomba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't think I've got that career down. Burton.
You look pretty good to me. Maybe you've got to start. Get you a Roomba and a mop.
There's somebody for everyone, isn't there? I mean, let's be honest. You never know. There might be a particular quirk out there. Who knows?
It is.
But I mean, I suppose we shouldn't. If people want to do it, then that's okay by me. I should, I support people's right to do what they want to do, as long as they're not forced into doing it or whatever.
I think. Petri, real quick, I was going to say, I think what we have to worry about are the younger kids who think that maybe they don't want to work at the burger joint or the fish and chip joint, and they want to earn some instant money. So that's the biggest thing that I'm concerned with.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But listen, I'll check you out on OnlyFans, Burton. And it's lovely to talk to you as ever. You take care. I'll talk to you soon. Look after yourself.
Okay.
Burton Kelso there with I think we were talking technology. Not entirely sure. Stay here on Talk TV. We're going to sort of talk about the papers next.